Second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
With you from Fort Collins, the Colorado State Soccer Complex, playing host this evening to Northern Colorado and INDIOS Denver FC as the Reign look to continue their winning ways. After stumbling out of the block a bit in a 2-0 defeat at home, they made the away match days count, smashing Colorado Pride and Blizzard by a combined score of 15-1, and they'll take on INDIOS, one of the other teams in this Mountain Division, with multiple wins on the resume for head coach Juan Martinez. Back-to-back wins over Blizzard, sandwiching around a pair of losses, have put them on 6 points and tied with the Reign FC for second place. As you get a look at the Reign getting ready and getting warmed up here this evening. A fun time awaiting tonight here in Fort Collins, Colorado, as we take a look at the Reign starting 11 here tonight, written in by the manager Kelly Brown. And once again, this is a Reign side that is not shy for attacking options and options in midfield. As we look at the starting 11, Ziana Yivrosh will get the start between the sticks. It is a 4-3-1-2 tonight for Kelly Brown. Malia Atkins, Sam Corey, Emma Fasora, and Maddie Burr, the back four. A very strong back four for the Blue and Sand. Again, notching that clean sheet against the Blizzard last time out. Now Yamada, Bella Amix, and Eve Berry in the midfield. Mia Casey, the CSU midfielder, getting to play on her home pitch tonight. She'll get the start as the number 10. And up top, it's the terrible twosome. Kylie and Abby Ballack will look to showcase their goal-scoring wares once more for Northern Colorado Reign FC. Abby Ballack had a brace against the Blizzard a week ago on the road. And for both Kylie and Abby, it'll be a different look for the sisters up top, replacing Macy Schultz, who signed a pro contract in Denmark. So Kelly Brown opting to go with the two up front again for Northern Colorado Reign FC. For the Reign, the big thing has been getting off to a fast start. They've been very, very good in that regard. Again, talk about the 9-0 thumping over Blizzard the last time out. That 6-1 win over Colorado Pride on the road. The Reign had 3 goals in the opening 21 minutes. They did not look back from there, and that's something that they will look to continue here tonight at home. We mentioned INDIOS Denver. They, having won 2 of their first 4 matches, start to enter the top part of the schedule. You mentioned both of their wins over the Blizzard, who have been off to a strugglesome start here in this Mountain Division. They're minus 45 in the goal difference column. That's not really where you want to be after 4 matches. The starting 11 tonight for INDIOS Denver. They are in the white jerseys with the black trim. Margot Mulhern, Taylor Held, Kyra Gonsword, Emerson Kircher, Miriam Caballero, Ella Remy, Anna Shellpepper, Sophie Redner, Rachel Geary, Brooklyn Gold, Brooklyn Gold, and Araya Velazquez, who was a last-minute substitution into the starting lineup in place of Olivia Kearse-Thomas. A beautiful evening here in Fort Collins tonight on the Colorado State University campus, which, much to the delight of many Northern Colorado Reign staff members, it was an easy commute here to the game tonight. And again, the Reign will try and get back in the win column. The way it stands after falling in their season opener to PSD, the challenge has got to be for Northern Colorado, as we've talked about, throughout the season is that the Reign FC are in a position where in order to qualify for the championship match in the division against the Utah division, they have to win out in order to get the job done, as the Reign starters and INDIOS Denver starters moments away from being introduced here tonight. As the Reign, again, trying to keep the winning ways going. And one of the things that we talked about with Kelly Brown and really just observationally around NoCo Reign FC coming into this home match, as they said after the PSD match, this team was motivated and focused in all the right ways, took the 2-0 defeat in stride, and it bounced back with real menace and venom against the opponents that have been unfortunate enough to be in their way. As the offense has not stopped. This is a Reign FC side that does so well in the midfield. They press, they apply pressure, and they turn it into counterattacking opportunities, and they've done that in spades over the last 2 times out. The INDIOS starters being introduced tonight. The substitutes available for the Reign tonight: Paige Fry, the backup goalkeeper, Audrey Teague, Hope Tao, Skylar Hossey, McKenna Garrett, Amy Smith, Peyton Bell, Cannon Tai, and Anissa Wahardo are on the touchline to start here. And for Kelly Brown, it's an opportunity in many respects where you've got so many weapons, you can do so much. And looking across this starting 11 and the substitutes available tonight, really no shortage of, as we mentioned, attacking options, as the Reign in their navy blue jerseys with the powder blue and white trim on the right-hand side of the screen. As Yana Yevraj in goal again for the Reign. And, you know, one of the things that has made this Northern Colorado side so good, especially this year, is Kelly Brown building off such an impressive year one in which they lost just 2 games in the USLW League and brought so many returners back. You look at the starting lineup tonight: Z. Jivraj, Kindly Balak, Bella Amix, all players back for their second season, with Audrey Teague and the ever-dangerous Skylar Hossey on the bench, as well as Anissa Wahardo. A lot of options for the Reign here tonight to try and jumpstart the offense against this INDIOS side that across the 3 or 4 matches, rather, that INDIOS have played, they have been quite stingy defensively. They're allowing just over 1 goal per match, 5 goals allowed in their 4 matches played. And there is really a distinction. You get this top 3 of PSD, Northern Colorado Reign, and INDIOS Denver. That's been the class of the division thus far. And 2 of those teams doing battle over 90 minutes here tonight. We'll step aside for the national anthem. On the other side, kickoff tonight in Fort Collins. INDIOS Denver FC and Northern Colorado Reign FC coming up next. Starting lineups and national anthem behind us. 90 minutes of Northern Colorado Reign FC soccer in front of us here tonight in Fort Collins. Big thank you to everyone for tuning in And joining us tonight, whether that's on the Future Legends YouTube channel or over on WPSL TV, courtesy of the National Soccer Network. Thanks so much for spending some of your Wednesday night here with us tonight from beautiful, scenic Fort Collins, nestled up against the foothills as Northern Colorado, the Reign, trying to extend their winning streak to 3 consecutive matches at the expense of INDIOS Denver FC. It's the Reign in the blue jerseys. First time we've got to see those ones in person. They wore the white jerseys in their first home match in Windsor at PSD. It's the referees waiting at midfield. Both teams getting one last word on the sideline. Kelly Brown, maybe not this exact patch of pitch, but awfully familiar with Colorado State, having started earlier in her coaching career, helped build the program here at Colorado State, and in her second year has put together some similarly fine construction work with the navy and powder blue. As both teams ready to go here tonight. As we mentioned, Northern Colorado Reign FC may be a bit of a 4-3-1-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2. There's a lot of flexibility and flux in the midfield for Kelly Brown and the home side. All depends on how successful they can be at maintaining possession in the middle of the park. And in this day and age, you just look around the modern game, it's never a bad thing to have tactical flexibility. As the Reign will have the opening kick, they will go right to left, and INDIOS Denver will go left to right. One last check, and we are underway here tonight in Fort Collins. Reign will control out of the back. Fasora will shift it to Burr. Plays forward Yamada. So active in the home opener against PSD. Was a shame, really, that she didn't wind up on the score sheet, whether that with a goal or an assist. Shifraj will shift it to Sam Corey. Familiar with this patch of grass as well, plying her collegiate trade at New Mexico. Corey looks to the middle. Amix. Quickly, Casey will get it back. This is where, after the opening match, it felt like the Reign have taken some serious strides in a positive direction. Quick, concise passing. Burr looks down the line. Taken away there by INDIOS Denver. And out for a Reign throw. Fasora back for Corey. As steady a duo as you'll find at that back four. Trying to go to work, Eve Berry over on the far sideline. Has that one knocked away by Shell Pepper. And out for a throw. INDIOS Denver surveying in the attacking third for the first time. And just as quickly, the Reign will take possession back. Shivraj, now Fasora, feels the pressure from Redner. Burr carries into space, looks long through the channel. Falls kindly. Kylie Ballack plays it ahead. Abby Ballack tries to take it to a right. Just possessed cleanly, and INDIOS Denver in control. Remy all the way back for Margot Melhern. And Indios now going east to west out of the back. They'll look long. Space here for Velasquez to run onto this. And good last-ditch defending from Sam Corey. Puts it out over the byline. Wants a foul, but instead it'll go for a corner kick. And the first real opportunity will belong to the visitors in the white and black. Remy set to take it. Most of the runs queue up on the edge of the 18 for Remy. We'll look to put service inside. Remy drives one towards the 6. Shivraj will claim it. Easy as you like for the second-year Reign keeper. And Shivraj made it look very simple. Fasora. Burr harassed by Redner. It's a high press from Indios here, owing to the Reign wanting to break out of the back. And now Abby Ballack off to the races, one-on-one, all the way to goal. Ballack with the shimmy, she's taken out by Mulhorn. This will be a penalty, and it could be more. A yellow shown to Mulhern. And as we cross the 4th minute, the juiciest of opportunities for the Navy in powder blue. Abby Ballack, who had a brace against the Blizzard, trying to get on the score sheet here. Ballack tied for the team lead in goals. Could break that tie right here. Steps up. 1-0 to Northern Colorado. The Reign convert from the spot. Abby Ballack makes no mistake and fires it in to the lower left-hand corner. It doesn't get much easier than that. And the Reign get the job done. And off the ensuing kickoff, Indios quickly staring at a 1-0 deficit. Amix will wait and lift it, settled by Kylie Ballack. Ballack will look down the line, wanted Casey surging forward. Has come into her own in that number 10 role for Kelly Brown and the Reign. Now Kylie Ballack, 1v1 on Godsword, steps nicely to it. Barry lays it off for Amix. Wants to go wide for Burr. And the first touch recovers nicely around Redner and then around Caballero, skips one in. And Mulhern, makes the stop. Mulhern urging for an early step. It's never easy to be a goalkeeper. It's certainly not easy at all from the spot at 12 yards. Mulhern guessed right on the direction. Just an overpowering penalty from the younger Ballack sister. Corey wants to go wide for Atkins. Now Amix back in the middle. Heavy first touch, Redner again, chasing. It's Burr. Abby Ballack lays it off for Yamada. Yamada towards the middle. Now Kylie Ballack will turn into a bucket of space outside the 18, threads the needle. Abby Ballack left-footed drive, and that's blocked out for a Reign FC corner. If Abby and Kylie Ballack continue to get that much open real estate. It may be a long night. Quickly short off the restart. Amex towards the byline. Has that one knifed off her feet by Remy and out. And the Reign will go back to the corner spot. Amex again may look short for Casey. Amex, edge of the 6, free header, comes over towards the post. It's cleared as far as the edge of the 18. Yamada pressures but fouls on the back of Anna Sheldpepper. And a free kick coming for INDIOS Denver. Mulhern looks short off the restart for Remy. Remy will go to the center back, Kircher. And INDIOS Denver trying to settle in here. Now into space. Brooklyn Gold. Her pass trying to thread the needle down the far sideline. Too far for Caballero and out. Amex receives. Quickly pressured by Gold, gets free for Barry. Eve Barry to the middle looking for Casey. Turns away from Held. Now Northern Colorado with the taste for goal. Low drive rolled wide by Kylie Ballack and out. And early on in the opening 10 minutes, this is exactly what the Reign have been doing to their opponents. Again, gone off to a slow start in their home opener against PSD. Found themselves trailing, ironically enough, from the spot after a quarter of an hour. A late own goal in the 65th minute really put the game away. Provided the wake-up call in many ways that the Navy and Powder Blue might have needed. And they've responded since then. Barry, a New Zealander, keeps possession for Northern Colorado. Fasora out of the back, again with Burr. She'll wait, Amex. Quickly back to Corey. Pass was under hit, a shade. Excellent turn. Kylie Ballack pressured from behind. Godsword with good defending. The Reign throw in again, looking for Casey. Will come for Abby Ballack. Lays it off, Casey. Abby Ballack looks through for Kylie. Now Mia Casey, low drive. And a diving save by Mulhern on goal. And she'll quickly roll it out short for Remy. Remy asking for the long ball. Tries to go over the top for Velasquez. Fasora taps it back for Givraj. Takes no chances and lobs one out over the sideline and out of play. Safe distribution more than anything for Z. Don't want to take any chances in your own third. That one flicked off the heel of Sophie Redner and out for a Reign throw. Maddie Burr. In many ways, a homecoming for many of these NOCO Reign FC players. Velasquez towards the sideline. Will drop it off, and Burr from Fort Collins takes it away for the moment. Two efforts from Caballero to get it in, and on the second, Givraj will handle that easily. Gets it to Mia Casey. Casey. Yamada. A Reign surge forward. Yamada wants to go long to the sideline. Strong first touch from Taylor Held. Godsword will let that run for Mulhern. Mulhern will now play it out to safety on the far sideline as INDIOS Denver FC getting ready to make their first substitution of the evening. Malia Atkins Doesn't have a goal yet, but she darn near did during the home opener against PSD. Took a diving save to keep one out of the upper corner. Vasora steps capably. A better interception given away. Now played out wide. Casey cutting to the net, and it's in from inside the 18. On the other side, Kylie Ballack. And it's 2 goals to the good for Northern Colorado Reign FC under 13 minutes in. So Mia Casey will get the assist. Kylie Ballack adds to the scoring up front. And Northern Colorado Reign FC looking to take command early tonight in Fort Collins. So INDIOS Denver, now the task that much taller. And Abby Ballack knocks that away from Remy. It's still INDIOS Denver FC with the throw in down the sideline. Nobody there. Amix will loft that over the top. Dealt with by Kircher. And this is the other difference for Reign FC. Is over the last couple of matches, it's not just been that they've scored early or that they've scored often. When they get the sense that they can go for the jugular, they will. The offside flag comes up against Abby Ballack. And that, or Kylie Ballack rather, and that will stop that attack in its tracks. Mulhern with the set piece on the edge of the area. And now INDIOS looking to start down the far sideline, ball over the top. Velasquez can run onto it. Just a couple of steps too strong as Shivraj will come out and take it. Z, very active, very communicative between the sticks for the Reign. Anything that's in and around the 18, she wants a piece of. The switch and a beauty. Yamada, the left foot touch too strong, still gets to it. But Mulhern comes out and claims it at the edge of the 6-yard box. Excellent switch. Found Yamada in space. And very nearly made it 3 for the Reign. Mulhern will blast one forward in the air. Fasora wins it for Atkins. Atkins barrels ahead. Wants to send Kylie Ballack. Instead, it's INDIOS Denver. Mulhern will look to the sideline. The flick by Remy. Redner. Back for Remy. Wants to go down the line. Araya Velasquez all by her lonesome up top for INDIOS Denver. Even with the 4-1. It's a tall task to ask against this Reign FC back line. Yamada. Now Burr accelerates into space. Lurches forward from the left back roll. Burr. Abby Ballack tries to turn. Gets it to the edge of the 18. That one off the back of held. And the emergency pressure release valve from INDIOS, who are set to make 2 substitutions here at 16 and a half minutes. Taylor Held and Miriam Caballero will come off. As Maddie Burr will await the 2 substitutions coming on. Talked about this being a homecoming for, well, just about everyone, quite frankly, on this Reign roster. 8 of them from Fort Collins proper. Sure makes the travel easy for the parents, the family, and friends. Vasora. A little bit further down the road for her. She's from Louisville. Vasora hits Burr. First touch too strong. Still able to recover, though. Vasora looks to the middle. Kylie Ballack turns on the right. Casey, shifty as ever in that number 10 spot. Yamada looks for Abby Ballack, edge of the area, fighting for possession. Now Barry will roll it to Kylie Ballack, and foul at the edge of the 18. The far side official didn't have his flag raised. It certainly looked offside, but that's why I'm up here in the broadcast booth with spectacles on and not wearing the bright green shirt on the sideline. Space to roam for Indios. Had the corner in the opening 3 minutes, but really haven't been able to sustain or generate anything in the attacking third beyond that. Shivraj. Sam Corey. Velasquez tried to assume the pass. Now Vasora waits. Burr again down the line. Abby Ballack. Yamada wants the switch. Settles to go on the ground for Corey. Sam. Now Mia Casey. The Reign getting everything they want and then some 20 minutes in as Burr from long distance will bounce one in. An easy stop for Mulhern, who again will look short for Kircher. Dangerous with the Reign pressing as much as they are. Mulhern has to sling that to safety. Only relative. Yamada settles beautifully. Holds on the right. Now Vasora. The Reign asking all the right questions. Finding a couple of early answers. And wanting more. Yamada. Excellent work. Drew the foul. Gold with a two-hand shove to the ground as Amex thought about the quick restart. It's relatively expedient. Barry pressured from behind. Pokes it back for Casey. Vasora. Now Yamada. Turns. Flicks. Abby Ballack. 1v2. Ballack towards the byline. Still with it. And finally knocked away by Kircher, who will concede the corner kick. Not the worst thing to do. This will be corner kick number 3 for the Reign. Casey looks to serve it in. And she'll again go short. Burr. Well, that was ambitious and a phenomenal save. Mulhern tracking it all the way. That was rising. May not have been exactly on goal, but close enough not to take any chances. Now Indios looking to build. Velasquez. Gold on the turn. Tries to hit Shell Pepper in the middle. And just as quickly, the Reign attack, or rather the Indios attack, grinds to a halt. High press creating the first turnover. Shivraj will again lift one long and to relative safety. Yamada pressured by Meg Gonzalez. One of the 2 substitutions that Juan Martinez has made here in the early going. Shivraj will go to Corey. Corey. Casey making an excellent run. Didn't get the ball in time through the channel. Now Mulhern will receive it. And because the Reign have been so strong in possession, they haven't needed to play those long balls as frequently as they did at times a year ago. Also a bit different personnel up front as well. It's been, again, a lot more pressing, a lot more possession dominant this year for the Navy and powder blue. Charles trying to turn forward. Barry feels the pressure from behind. Now goes to the Nittany Lion, Fasora. Corey advances to midfield. Atkins. Yamada settles, tries to get around Charles and does. Only as far as the Indios back line. Godsword sweeps it away. A foul going against the Rain here. And this will be a free kick for Indios Denver FC out of the back. Again, both of their wins have come at Colorado Blizzard's expense. Still waiting for points against the top of the table side. Over the top, Redner in pursuit. Shivraj out to claim it again. Belts one long. Kylie Ballack got through her mark. That one over the head of Meg Gonzalez and out. And a throw for the Rain. Burr will look short for Yamada. Two Rain substitutions ready. Skylar Hossey, one of the two subs. Looks like the other sub might be Audrey Teague or Amy Smith. At least that's as far as my eyes can strain. Gonzalez again looking for Velasquez to run onto it. She'll do so. Fasora gets it to Shivraj, who hooks one down the sideline and out. And two substitutions for the Rain. And it's a pair of strikers, Smith and Hossey, for Abby and Kylie Ballack, the two goal scorers. Now Yamada off as well. And we'll see, believe the third substitution is Hope Tao, is what it looks like. 3 for 3. I'll give my strained eyes the benefit of the doubt. 25th minute. And again, talk about the homecoming for so many of these Rain players, even just to Fort Collins. Hossey from Fort Collins, Amy Smith as well. Indios with a chance from an area that provides some relative intrigue for indirect service. Ella Remy set to take it. These are the kinds of balls that, if you can place between 8 and 12 yards, can certainly make a back line in a goalkeeper's life harrowing and interesting. Remy gets it to the edge of the 18. Rising to meet the header was either Corey or Amix, only as far as the corner flag. And a shell pepper on the second ball through. Comes free for Remy, and fresh legs, Amy Smith tracks back. Casey has Tao down the line, will go to Hossey in the middle. Hossey pokes it for Casey. Tao. Burr back to Fasora. Velasquez has put in work up front for Indios Denver. Hasn't had a reward yet. 26 and a half minutes gone. She's run the miles, but really hasn't had a sniff of goal yet. True for all 11 in the white and black. Corey tries to thread one to midfield. Smith. Barry. Tao in the middle. Gets it right back. Amix. Second-year Reign midfielder. Was phenomenal a year ago. Great ball for Barry. Now Haase. Turns wide. Smith, Haase, almost broke through. Godsword strong defending again. It's not the first time we've sent that this evening, and it certainly won't be the last. Amix all the way back for Z. And Shivraj will wait. It's Emma Fasora. Haase. 1-2. As the Reign will collect. Sam Corey drives it forward. Casey. Checked by Molly Shellpepper. Both teams with a set of sisters on the lineup cards tonight. Haase drops it back. Smith tries to run onto it. Nifty move. She goes to ground. Claims for a penalty. Go unheard or at minimum unacknowledged. Burr takes it right back. Haase, edge of the 18 to the middle. Eve Barry settles and waits. Burr, pressured by Redner, will go all the way back, approaching a half hour. 2-0 Northern Colorado. The Reign with a pair of tallies in the opening quarter of an hour. Casey, the ball too strong for Smith. Abby Ballack from the penalty spot and Kylie Ballack from open play. The two Reign FC goals. Basora. Now Burr. Smith had to get back on side, finally does. And there was, with this group up front, different options offensively. Haase and Smith provide a lot of link-up play, a lot of height, and that can allow space or runs in behind from Casey and Tao in the midfield. Here it's Tao hustling, can't get to the pass, and INDIOS again will get that as far as midfield. Burr and Fasora crisscross. Corey started her collegiate career in the Big Ten. Now at New Mexico. That ball over the top. No flag up yet. Smith is onside and into goal. And right at a half hour on the mark, Amy Smith belts one to the top and in. 30 minutes, 3 goals. Northern Colorado Reign FC firmly in command in Fort Collins. On her first touch, Smith seemed as hesitant as anyone, waiting for the flag to come up. It never did. Mulhern out to challenge. And a goal scorer's finish from Amy Smith, her 5th goal of the year. As the Reign will make a second change, or third change rather. Anissa Wahardo will come on for the first time. Spelling Malia Atkins. Saw Anissa on the back line a bit in the preseason as well. Spent most of her time last year up front for Kelly Brown. Godsword will advance forward into space. Finally, 2 Reign players collapse. First touch settled kindly by Wahardo. Corey, now Casey, turns on the left. Plays one through. Amy Smith off to the races. Mulhern comes out and belts it away. This time the flag on the far side does come up. And in this day and age, it's hard not to glance over at the assistant referees when you get uninterrupted and unencumbered real estate on a forward run. It's one of those things that even if you do time it just right, every now and again it just doesn't look quite right, and the flag will come up. Godsword off the restart. Indios trying to generate something offensively here. Again, just the one corner kick, no shots on goal yet at Z, who despite that has been busy. Williams tries to go down the line. Burr pressured by Williams. Now Smith. Tao. Amix. Quickly east to west. Go the Reign at the back. Corey waits for the pressure. Loses possession. Redner will win it back. Geary. That could be a foul. Play on, says the referee. Haase will loft it back for Amix. That ball, Haase trying to run onto it, and Mulhern will again come out and belt one over the back line for the Reign. Shivraj will settle it with Redner in pursuit. Corey asking for support to come to her. Barry. Pressured by Molly Sheldpepper. Casey is dropped back into the holding mid spot. Give and go. The foot race is on. Bella Amix. Edge of the 18 sends service to the front. Mulhern out to claim it. And with Haase in particular up front, spent last year at Texas Tech. A lot of aerial options for the Reign that Abby and Kylie Ballack, it's not really their preferred style of play up top. As now Indios trying to move forward with purpose. Guajardo battling with Rachel Geary towards the corner flag. Geary off of Guajardo and out. This will be an Indios corner, their second of the match. And again, much like in the third minute, really the closest and best offensive opportunity in this first half. Service in. Low line drive towards the 6, and Corey meets it and sends it away. Burr off the shins. Comes back to Gonzalez. Now Godsword. Indios almost all 11 on the attacking half of midfield for the first time. Ball to the middle. Fasora knocks it down for Corey. Challenged by Anna Sheldpepper. This will be an Indios throw. As the Reign and Indios both set to make substitutions as we approach the 36th minute here tonight in Fort Collins. McKenna Garrett and Cannon Ty are in.
Subbing in for the Reign, McKenna Garrett.
Williams on the sideline goes down the line. The idea was there, but Reign control, and Cannon Ty right in, right away, getting her first touch. Sora lifts one long, wants to go over the top for Haase. Met by Kircher. Burr back for Fasora. Amix flips it, and the foot race on. McKenna Garrett trying to apply pressure on Geary. Geary turns and faces down the line. Geary gets it back, harassed all the way forward by Guajardo. Second year for Anissa with the Reign from the Central Valley in California. Fresno. As such, although it was a warm one here today in northern Colorado, certainly nothing on the heat of the Central Valley in California, which this time of year will hit triple digits on the regular. Burr, one-on-one Williams with her. Burr will go down the line again once Hossey. Schuyler will get there behind Greer. Her left-footed ball towards the middle. Poor touch. Smith will take it back. Amy waits, goes through the legs. Williams on the takeaway. Burr steps, challenges, forces the issue. The flick from Amix. Ty careens into Dillahay. Redner pokes it away from Amix, and now Indios Denver starting to push forward. Greer towards the middle. Ty will get it back. Amix. Fasora. They'll settle it back for Shivraj. Good spell of possession for Indios Denver over the last 3 or 4 minutes. Long ball down the sideline. Guajardo turns on the Jets. Anissa gets to it before the byline. 1v1 with Godsword. Now to the trailer. Garrett wants to go back for Guajardo. And instead, Indios gets that as far as midfield to Corey. And now Indios will make another substitution. As Molly Shellpepper off. And I believe it's Olivia Kearse-Thomas on for the first time. Reign with the throw in. Hossey. Back for Amix. Fasora again. Fasora, look out. Trouble for the Reign at the back. Shivraj comes out and cleans it up. And now Z is down in pain behind the play. And I think it might just be a cramp as Sam Corey going to stretch out the second-year keeper. As they're letting everyone know that that's all it is Shivraj will get some attention from Fasora and Corey at the back. And sometimes you run out full steam like that. You have to plant and fire. Shivraj looks to be A-OK to soldier on here towards the end of the first half. 3-0 Northern Colorado Reign FC. Williams, now Amix, battling with her fellow number 10, Kearse-Thomas, who commits the foul. Off the quick restart. Play called back. Good idea from Tao. Again, impressed Kelly Brown so much last year as an opponent. Decided to bring Tao into the fold this season. Fasora over the top. Both Smith and Hossey jockey for it. Hossey pressured by Charles to the corner. That's out. And the Reign will get the throw. Burr. Ty. Cannon gets it right back to the middle for Amix. The 1-2 with Tao. Now pulls it wide. Garrett. Opportunity for service. It's beautiful, and the diving header from Smith very nearly turned home. It certainly would have been the most aesthetically pleasing of the first half tallies. Smith very nearly converting. Scoreline still certainly in the favor of the navy and powder blue at 3-0. Would have been a worldie for 4. Indios looking long. Redner pressuring. Now Givraj for Fasora. Fasora waits, directs traffic, wants the run, and asking for it in the middle was Guajardo. Mulhern will lift it to safety. And now Corey back for Givraj. Again, Givraj, Z in trouble at the back. Gets it away from the oncoming Redner, concedes the throw. There are far worse things that could have come of that sequence, though, all things considered. Lifting towards the middle. Garrett pressuring, taking away Remy. Spins and turns to the far sideline. Godsword jumps forward. Kears Thomas. Now Godsword out wide. Missed touch out of play, and the Reign will get a throw. Northern Colorado got all their offense in this first half early. Since then have buckled down. Nearly had a fourth on a couple of opportunities, but Margot Mulhern has made a couple of nice stops to keep it 3. Reign forced the turnover. Smith waiting. Now Tao edges forward, skips around the challenge, looks for Hossie. Hossie, what an effort! Skylar Hossie dials up from long distance. And moments after nearly scoring a phenomenal fourth, the Reign convert in front of halftime.
Goal scored for your Northern Colorado Reign by Skylar Hossie. Goal assisted by Hope Tao.
It was Hope Tao who made the play in midfield, sidestepping a pair of challenges. And from there, Skylar Hossie made no mistake, buried that behind Mulhern. There's not a lot you can do on an effort like that. Williams, excellent step around Burr. Burr. Emix. Guajardo for Corey. Now McKenna Garrett. Back to the middle for Guajardo. Pressured by Cat Charles. Guajardo flicks it through for Hossie. Sidesteps the challenge. Now Hossie. Downhill. Wants to go for Smith. Wide for Guajardo. The Reign looking for one more here in first half stoppage time. This will be a corner kick. And one more late effort here for the Reign. It looks like Hope Tao will be the one to take it. And between the penalty kick and the stoppage to tend to Ziana Givraj, have to imagine maybe 2 or 3 minutes of added time in the first half, but not much more. Tao on the surface. Mulhern out, gets the palms to it. Ball still loose inside the area. And now Indios on the counter. Deal with it. That one gets over Corey. Recovers nicely. Works it away from Redner. Back to Burr. Givraj opens up as an option. Burr. Now Smith. Oh, great defending from Godsword. That cut off what would have been a free race to goal for Guajardo. Smith. Now Hossie. Hossie. Left-footed effort blocked. The ball rolls under Tao. Ken and Ty will ready for the throw. We'll leave it for Burr. Saw the referee have a quick look at the watch. As we're well into the second minute of added time in half number one. Ty. Great feed for Hossey. Skyler. Williams. Now Burr. Amix. Guajardo settles. Surrounded by a trio of Indios players. Smith. That one will run all the way into Mulhern. 4-0, Northern Colorado Rain FC in command. Approaching the halftime interval. And there it is. Riley and Abby Ballack find the back of the net. Skylar Hossey and Amy Smith add to it as well. And at halftime, Northern Colorado in charge tonight in Fort Collins. 4-0 to the Rain FC at the interval. We'll step aside for the halftime break. When we return, we'll get you ready for the second half here in Fort Collins. Brendan Price with you. You're watching Northern Colorado Rain FC Soccer.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID.
So it'll be INDIOS Denver to control off the second half kickoff. A very nice crowd here tonight at the CSU Soccer Complex in Fort Collins. And the second half underway. INDIOS Denver in possession, but only momentarily as Bella Amix races forward. Settled down and turned over. Abby Ballack on the move, goes to Smith. Smith settles and waits. Lays it off for Barry. Tried to go to the middle, and that one knocked away from danger by Anna Shellpepper and out. Quick throw to the home side as Audrey Teague in at fullback, her first appearance of the match. Check that, she's at center back. Good eyes from producer Jordan Fremar to my left, and Malia Atkins at the fullback spot. She'll lay that for Barry. Back to Atkins. Plays one in the middle, and that one dealt with quickly by Greer. Here's Thomas towards the middle. Amix. Sora. Now to Burr. Burr waits. Tries to go to the middle. And now it's INDIOS in possession. Geary. Excellent flick on Fasoro with the recovery. Back to Shivraj. And the rain. Shivraj into space. Atkins. Perfectly placed. Now Smith. Flag stays down. Smith. One-on-one all the way to goal around Mulhern. And Amy Smith will finish off her brace. And right away, just over 90 seconds into the second half, it's Northern Colorado Reign FC with their fifth.
Reign FC scoring her second of the game, Amy
Smith
Smith. Goal assisted by number 14, Malia Atkins.
with the goal, Atkins with the assist, and it was the last moment move from Amy Smith around Mulhern, who charged. An easy left-footed finish into the open goal. And after scoring 3 minutes into the first half, the Reign do that in half the time in the second, and now hunting for more. Casey finally has that one knifed away by Greer. And INDIOS Denver FC will just look long and clear this. Shivraj distributes short for Fasora. Pressured by Redner. Now Shivraj. Fasora looks down the line. Wanted McKenna Garrett, and that's knocked out by Jamuna Williams. Williams was a breath of fresh air, a good operator with pace and space in the first half for INDIOS Denver, who after a couple of shuffles from Juan Martinez towards the latter stages of the first half, seemed to have a little bit more pep in their step in the final third. That ball lifting over the top, wanting Casey. Instead, it's Kircher who handles Williams. Taken away. Now Abby Ballack towards the byline. Ballack, 1v1, has that taken off her feet by Greer. Will lift this only as far as Amix. Bella settles. Back for Audrey Teague. Atkins from the fullback position moves forward. Barry, that one knocked cleanly away by Kierst Thomas. Redner hounded by 2. Physical play, when necessary, has been permitted. Hasn't been an overly cautious whistle from the officials tonight. Burr down the line into space. Casey turns on the afterburners inside the 18. Casey to the net, and Mulhern swallows it up. And now Remy back for Mulhern. Charles looks wide. Greer up the sideline. Casey goes to work and commits the foul on Anna Shellpepper over on the far sideline. She get a look at the Reign substitutes. A tight dugout over there. And that's with the smaller benches here in the WPSL, let alone a regular NCAA Division I college side. Probably need as many chairs as they have dugout spaces. Foul coming, and so is a card. Yellow issued to Olivia Kearse-Thomas. Second booking of the match against Indios Denver in the white, black, and silver. She joins her goalkeeper, Margot Mulhern, in the referee's naughty and nice list on the naughty side of the ledger. Long ball over the top, looking for Smith. And dealt with quickly by Remy out over the sideline for a Northern Colorado Reign throw. Atkins will throw in. Atkins, Amix. Atkins towards the middle. Kylie Ballack. Now Burr. Casey drives one right at Mulhern. She hasn't found the score sheet yet, but if there's anyone out there that wants to find it more than Mia Casey right now, I'd be hard-pressed to find it, trying to score on her own field. And a Shellpepper lays it off for Kircher. Excellent flick. And again, this group up top for Indios Denver FC, Geary, Williams, and Sophie Redner has been the best trio up top for the visitors in terms of applying press. Offside flag comes up against the younger Ballack. And Indios will get the free kick from the back. Emerson Kircher set to take it. As Indios again trying to generate offensively for Northern Colorado side that has conceded once in its last 230-plus minutes. Pasora will quickly switch for Andre Teague. Plays her college soccer in the Big Sky with Montana. Indios here, their first solid spell of possession in the second half. Williams and Greer. And just as quickly, the giveaway will spring the rain. Abby Ballack now wide for Kylie. Kylie Ballack all the way to goal. And Kylie Ballack will grab her brace. It's that simple at times. Bums away for the Ballacks up front. Abby Ballack threads the ball through the channel. Kylie makes no mistake. And it's 6 for the Reign. The third time on the season they've hit that threshold. Talk about the offensive firepower that Kelly Brown has at her disposal. And certainly showing its ferocity here tonight in Fort Collins. Is Peyton Bell on for the first time tonight for the Reign. Another Fort Collins native, plays at Colorado College. CC for women's soccer, a Mountain West member, as women's soccer a D1 sport to counter men's ice hockey, which is a D1 sport at Colorado College. All of their other athletic programs are NCAA Division III. Just down the road in the Springs. And the ball, Bell runs onto it. Looks to the middle. Kylie Ballack jockeying for position with Charles. Now Smith. Barry. Waits. Excellent cut. Amix. Amix 1v1 with Kears Thomas. Lays it right back. Barry. Now Burr starts forward. That'll be a foul and likely a card. Indeed, the third yellow of the match. The first shown to Jamuna Williams. Burr chopped down just outside the 18-yard box. And so an opportunity for service into the area for Northern Colorado Reign FC. And certainly not bereft of options here, both in terms of free kick takers and if they want to go for a ball in or try to put one directly on goal. As Casey standing over it alongside Eve Berry, both having a conversation about what's next on the set piece. Berry runs over Casey. Great find for Amix. A phenomenal set piece. Amix just pushed it wide. A low, firm pass around the wall, and Bella Amix nearly made it a 7th for the Navy and Powder Blue. And again, for all of the goal scoring tonight for the home 11, it's been a couple of almost goals that would have stolen the aesthetic thunder. For possession, comes free. Remy looks over the top. That one over the head of Redner. Now Teague settles and plays it ahead for Smith. The give and go for Barry. Shakes loose of the challenge. Great dummy from Ballack. Now Smith into space. And met at the end of the run by Kircher, who plays it over the side to safety. As the Reign continue to push forward. Bell towards the corner flag. Bell on the byline. Able to shift it free. Now Smith has that taken off her feet. Redner turns with the outside of the boot. Kears Thomas settles. Geary right around Bell. Geary lurches ahead. Now Geary on the afterburners, tries to fling one towards the middle. Amix takes away the service. And the throw for Indios Denver. Geary will take it. Now Redner, 1v1 with Teague toward the byline. Redner to the middle. Vasora Amix will tip that outside the 18. A beautiful spin from Kylie Ballack, backtracking in support. Now Ballack, Smith has runners forward. Mia Casey begging for it in the middle. Plays it wide, Abby Ballack. Abby Ballack waits towards the byline. Had Kylie with a free run on the near post. Couldn't get the ball to her. Northern Colorado will get the throw. Or rather the corner. So Mia Casey, first year with the Reign, from California, played for San Diego Surf Club for a year in her youth. That's to commit to club and practice. That's an over hour plus commute each way. Kylie Ballack on the byline to the front, and two efforts from the Reign. First it was Smith on the near post. Ball was ruled to be out over the byline, so all for naught. A goal kick for Indios Denver, who are set to make wholesale changes over on the far sideline. 3+1. 4 on, 4 off for Juan Martinez and the visitors in the white, silver, and black. One more substitute waiting patiently. I think that's Molly Shellpepper over there, the fourth substitute for the Reign. As Mulhern will off the restart. Caballero, her first touch, re-entering on. Indios Denver with the throw. And the Reign will counter with a line change of their own here. Sometimes when teams make these kinds of changes, the question more becomes who didn't come off rather than who entered. Tao, one of the substitutes. Godsword over the top. A real opportunity for Geary if she can track this down at the byline. Geary does that. Williams from the far sideline. Service to the middle. Caballero belts one from 25 plus. And Shivraj will claim it. First shot on goal tonight for Indios Denver. Shivraj slices one for Bell. Right back for Teague. Teague drives one over the top. Sails past Abby Ballack and all the way back to Mulhern. Kircher. Charles. Looks down the line, a giveaway. And now Wahardo. Anissa asking for Smith to come to her. Smith, top of the 18, has that one poked off her feet. And on the recovery, Geary will play it ahead. Kears Thomas. Indios Denver has asked more questions offensively as the night has progressed, but they haven't had an answer defensively for what the Reign attack has thrown at them. Remy wants to go long. Through ball looking for Williams, and Vasora will settle it cleanly. Bell all the way back for Shivraj. See, hasn't had much to do on goal. Hasn't meant that she hasn't had to deal with her fair share of balls inside the 18 and Possession at the back. Case in point, Teague will reset. Fasora rolls it ahead for Tao. Hope Tao surges ahead into the middle. Wanted to find Guajardo through the channel. And again, Indios Denver deals with that. Sora. Nittany Lion will go to Teague. Smith. Give and go Guajardo down the line. Excellent run from Bell. And a great challenge from Remy. Had enough to get that away from the first-year Reign fullback. Skylar Hossey set to check back in for Northern Colorado. And a pair of subs for Indios Denver. Williams off, Velasquez back on, joined by Isabel Dillahay. And there's Hossey for Smith. And keeper substitutions as well, as Kate Palmieri will take over between the sticks. Trying to work for possession. There was Abby Ballack instead. Ends up being a throw. Could have been a handball against Ty, who then took a bit of a shot in between the numbers. Turnover by the Reign at midfield will give possession over to Indios Denver. Gonzalez. Now Yamada sidesteps the first challenge. Fasora. Advantage was played and then called back. It'll be a free kick for the Reign. Emma Fasora will take it. Fasora elects to switch. Teague. Lead ball for Bell. Hossey. Back to the middle. Hossey powers ahead. Still with possession. Finally knocked away by Charles. Again, Indios Denver wants to go long. Teague knocks that down. Now the turn. Dillahay. Down the line, Kierce Thomas. Strong switch over the top. Velasquez has to settle. Lays it back, Gonzalez. Velasquez keeps it in on the far sideline to the corner flag. Low ball to the middle, dealt with by Tao. And the Reign avert danger. And now could move on the counter. Yamada to the middle for Hossey. Excellent flick around. Hossey trying to get there. And good defending at the last. First touch now for Palmieri. Hunsword will settle. Now Kircher out wide. And Hossey hasn't had many opportunities to run in behind. Nearly had one there. Palmieri. Remy. It's the Reign. A high back line at midfield. They know what Indios wants to do. Determined to not have it. This will be a foul going against Cannon Ty. The foul committed, and Indios Denver will get the restart. Remy quickly for Kierce Thomas. That could be a foul on Hossey, and it is. Kierce Thomas being told to back up the free kick. Well, Remy will take it. Remy asking her teammates to move forward. Remy. In swinging ball towards the edge of the 18. Velasquez on the left, and that one dealt with quickly by Bell. Abby Ballack, look out, cook out on the turn, has Yamada with her. Abby Ballack into space, Yamada inside the 18, cuts it back to the right and hit the base of the post. Apparently, Palmieri got a piece of it, or did she? No, it's a goal kick. Thought there for a moment that saw a signal for a corner, but it sure sounded and looked like it was all woodwork. Palmieri. Charles. Godsword. INDIOS Denver, Godsword tips it towards the sideline. Dillahay around Bell to the middle, goes down the line. Godsword lips it to the middle. Good defending from Fasora. Had Velasquez leaking in behind on the channel. Now Teague for Shivraj. And the rain will settle things down at the back once more. Mata, the 1-2 into space. And now accelerating. Down the middle was Barry. Wants to go to Hossie. Foot race on. Palmieri out to claim it. Had Hossie right on the doorstep to deal with as well. Palmieri quickly out. Short distribution for Remy. And now it's Palmieri's turn to direct traffic. 71st minute. The Rain have added a pair in the second half. Velasquez tries the flick around McKenna Garrett. She'll step in at that fullback role. Shivraj, without any pressure, content to play things slowly along. Teague. Bell. 1v1 with Dillahay. Now Hossie has Bell making the overlapping run. Hossie goes back to Teague. Teague. Garrett. Abby Ballack tries to get around the back shoulder of Kircher. And Kircher will play that out over the byline. And it's a Rain corner, their fourth. As Northern Colorado will make a goalkeeping change. As Paige Fry, the Fort Collins product, will take over for Z. Shivraj. So Fry and Shivraj will have to share the shutout should they can get it. And now Mia Casey back on as well for the Navy and Powder Blue. All in off the service, in swinger to the far post. Guajardo, a free header. No mistake for Anissa. Numero 7 for Northern Colorado. Guajardo converts on the set piece.
Northern Colorado Rain. Scored by number 26, Anissa Guajardo.
So Anissa Guajardo, unmarked on the ball, gets the job done. And the Rain continue the offensive showcase tonight in Fort Collins. Godsword will look long off the restart. Bell handles it. That ball in front of Guajardo. Falls for Remy. Now Dillahay. Guajardo on the sideline. Gets it away. Turns away from the challenge as well. And Paige Fry, who plays her collegiate soccer at Sam Houston State, will get her first touch. Teague, too firm down the sideline looking for Bell. This will be a throw in for INDIOS Denver. As I mentioned, a nice crowd here tonight at the CSU Soccer Complex. The bleachers full. Hope some folks brought the lawn chairs. They're on the grass on the expanse beyond the bleachers here tonight. A quarter of an hour remaining here tonight as Northern Colorado Reign FC march towards a third consecutive win, and in emphatic fashion once more. Gonzalez tries to play that ahead. Sora all the way back to Fry again. Sora steady as a rock on the back line for Kelly Brown. Mia Casey now. Haase splits. Casey's making the run. Haase's ball now. Casey, edge of the 6. Collides with Downs. It's out for a corner. Another forward rampage to goal. Stopped by good defending at the last. And the Reign will get corner number 6. Casey has the short option as well. And she'll take it to the middle. Yamada to the byline, towards the front. Wanted to find Haase. And Gonzalez clears the lines for the white, silver, and black, who will take the time to make a substitution. The Reign threw in, but I was going to say the sub hadn't been completed yet for INDIOS Denver, as Olivia Kearse-Thomas will step back over the touchline for the visitors. Yamada off the throw, wanted to go to Haase, gets it there, albeit with a redirection. And again, INDIOS Denver hits the emergency pressure release valve out the far sideline. Garrett, now Casey, all the way to the back, Fasora, Yamada, Casey, the 1-2 with now Garrett, settles, tries to get it back to the middle. Yamada, I was going to say lucky to get away with the foul, but didn't. And a free kick. INDIOS Denver with the switch. Remy. Haase with the pressure. Palmieri sails one ahead. Guajardo, excellent touch for Ty to the middle. Haase wasn't ready for the ball. She was still getting back in an onside position. And Palmieri will again play short for Remy. Villahay harassed by 2 on the near sideline. Haase turns, rockets back towards the middle. Haase, left-footed effort, knuckles away from Palmieri and out harmlessly over the byline. Already 1 goal from outside the 18-yard box tonight for Skylar. Her bid for a second off the mark. Palmieri on the goal kick here. INDIOS Denver trying to, at least from a consolation prize perspective, beat this Northern Colorado Reign FC side. Bell to the middle. Hossie surrounded by two on the turnover. Kierst Thomas pulls it out. Now down the line, Dillahay can run on to this. Dillahay back from whence it came. Kierst Thomas outswinging ball to the edge of the 18. The flick. And Fry dives to her left, comes out and cleans up the mess inside the 6-yard box. Fry. Casey. Watch out, a heavy challenge. And one of the Indios Denver players is down. They won't blow the whistle until possession has been conceded the other way. Velasquez from long range. Fry will leap up and make the save. And now slowly able to get to her feet under her own power. Not sure who that is. I think it might be Kierst Thomas. Able to walk it off. And off the restart should be a drop kick for Fry. And she'll go short for Fasora. Sliding over to that left back roll. Teague. Firm ball ahead. Guajardo behind Bell. Excellent work to track back and save that. Teague. Now Fasora again. Always fast but never hurries. At the back. Caballero looks down the line. Only one there is Casey. And the Reign again will reset at the back. 6-1 winners over Colorado Pride down in the Springs 2 weeks ago. Thrashing the Blizzard 9-0 a week ago on the road. And back here at home, they've been equally in control from the word go. Abby Ballack's third-minute penalty has provided all the distance that the home side have needed. Hossie, edge of the 18, works through the challenge. Hossie still with it towards the middle and pings the crossbar. The woodwork denying Skylar a brace. Kylie Ballack with two, Amy Smith with two. Anissa Guajardo, Abby Ballack, one apiece. Substitutions for the Reign again. Palmieri off the restart. Palmieri settled by Guajardo. Excellent recovery from Kierst Thomas. She's had a solid evening tonight. Really since her entry late in the first half and for large swaths of play in the second. Has had space to utilize on the wing. Remy skips away from Tao and Kylie Ballack. Now Greer gives it away. It's Abby Ballack. Tries to get around Greer towards the byline. Ballack drops it for Casey. To the middle for Cannon Ty. Off of Casey and out. Well, at least I thought it was Velasquez. Yeah, it is Indios ball. I think the referee just signaled the wrong way. Happens to the best of us. Bella Amix is back. The Northern Colorado number 10, and again, Indios Denver set to make a host of changes. Anyone and everyone on and off for the white, silver, and black over on the far sideline. After the quintet of substitutes for INDIOS Denver, they'll move into the attacking third. Again, coming into play, these were two of the stouter defensive teams in the division. INDIOS Denver had conceded just 5 goals in their first 4 matches, 7 in 84 minutes tonight. And the Reign will improve the second best goal difference and goals allowed marks in the Mountain Division behind PSD Academy. So they're set to move to plus 19 if the results hold the way they are tonight. Amix, great shield, gets away from a trio of midfield pressure. Garrett settles on the far sideline, gets around the sliding challenge from Williams. Now Kylie Ballack, her ball through, blocked aside. Danger not gone yet. Ballack whips one in, bounces towards Palmieri. That is the 16th shot on goal for Northern Colorado Reign FC tonight. Palmieri gets that to midfield. Bell greets it. Godsword. Now Kierce Thomas. And trying to time the run was Redner. Bell gets back. Knocks it away. Redner towards the corner flag. Lets it run for a throw. The Reign claiming possession, but not in the eyes of the officials. Redner towards the middle. Settled. Turning, Kierce Thomas, the angle, the shot blocked. And again, it was Kierce Thomas making her presence felt up top for INDIOS Denver. Kylie Ballack takes the bump, moves the ball down the line for Ty. A two-hand shove brings the counter to a halt, and a set piece for the Reign. Northern Colorado Reign back in action on the road, June 18th, the rematch with PSD Academy, one that could very well determine the Mountain Division champion. Reign would need all 3 points to force a tie in the head-to-head matchup, the first tiebreaker here in this short 8-match season. Palmieri out to claim that. Quickly ahead for Redner. 1v1 on Bell. Redner looks to the middle. Kierce Thomas through ball. Waited perfectly for Kira Godsword. Goes to the middle. Shell Pepper. Wide for Jamuna Williams. Lifts one off the mark and wide of the near post of Paige Fry. Sora. Now, Amix turns into space. Bell on the near sideline. To the middle, Kylie Ballack jockeying for possession, a foul, as she and Kat Charles tumble end over end. And to imagine, as we are within 90 of 90, can't imagine much more than 2 or 3 minutes at best of stoppage time here in the second half. Fry will play short for Teague. Teague for Bell. I don't know if that ball stayed in play. It did not. And a throw in for INDIOS Denver. Kierst Thomas on the spin. Geary and Kierst Thomas. That's been the best interplay tonight for Indios. Redner to the byline. Low ball to the middle. And a corner kick. The ball deflected. And a Shell Peppers turn towards goal. And all of a sudden, right at the depth, Indios Denver, another opportunity for a consolation tally. All but 2 in or out, just outside the 18. Ball in, and that one doesn't make it in front of goal. And Northern Colorado Reign FC with a goal kick. As the Reign moments away from the win, and that will do it. The final whistle tonight in Fort Collins. It was a wire-to-wire win for Northern Colorado Reign FC tonight. A thrashing of Indios Denver here at home in Fort Collins, 7-0. The final score is the Reign will jump into second in the Mountain Division and improve to 3-1-0 on the year. Indios Denver FC, after beating the Blizzard last time out, fall to 2-3-0. They sit on 6 points in third place. The offense came from everywhere tonight for Northern Colorado Reign FC. Kylie Ballack with a brace, Amy Smith with a brace, Skylar Haase, Abby Ballack, Anissa Wahardo all add a goal apiece. And Ziana Shivraj and Paige Fry combined for the second consecutive clean sheet for the Reign defense. And a big thank you to everyone for joining us here tonight. The final score, 7-0 in favor of the Navy and Powder Blue, dominating in victory. They're back at home again on June 25th, 2 weeks from now. They take on the Colorado Blizzard. But a matchup with the number 1 top of the table PSD Academy awaits them on the road a week from now. On behalf of Dalton and Isaiah on camera, Jordan Freemeyer, our producer, Brendan Price, getting ready to sign off and send you home. 7-0 Northern Colorado Reign with the win over Indios Denver on a beautiful night in Fort Collins. This has been a presentation of Reign FC Soccer on the Future Legends channel and on WPSL TV. The final tally, 7-0 in favor of the Reign over Indios.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.